budget finance committee.
That's how I look at it.
Six to one. Budget amendments for 101, Ms. Heather, you want to take off on those?
Yes, the first page here, these are simple line item transfers. The first one of our longtime employees retired, had some overtime payouts. We're just moving the deputy line item to cover that for $1,300. And the second one is just moving $275 from equipment into supplies for the corner.
Any questions on page one? Hearing none.
Page two, these I'll go through. These are new monies or new grants. The first one there, we are allocating out the rest of any ARPA-free revenue. So this was a vehicle for general county use, mainly used for the assessor's office, that needed to be replaced. We were able to get a vehicle for $16,500, a used one, and we are able to use transfers in from that ARPA-free revenue, and then also money that wasn't spent last year and prior years, basically the money for the visitor center. We were able to finish it out without using all the original allocated amount. The second one is just a simple $366 insurance recover me, additional supplement on a recovery we already had. It's just a little money owed. The third one, this is an increase. E911 pays the county $120,000 a year. They stated they would increase that $20,000 starting this fiscal year, and that would then be used by the EMA for their part-time personnel and benefits. The fourth one on the list there is the EMS. That is another insurance recovery. That was the ambulance, that equipment damage from back in June, additional equipment that had to be replaced. And the last one there, this is our local Parks and Recreation Fund grant. It's a $1.3 million grant. That's where you see the state money coming in. We're also using the rest of that ARPA-free money from, like I said, the prior year on this visitor center, and that'll be covering engineering and building construction. Any questions? Page two.
Any questions on this one? Hearing none.
Okay, page three, this is the the Fund 127, the Other General Government Special Revenue Fund. This just shows the first one, the highway got their vehicle for a little less than the original budget, so we're just putting the 1641 back into the Fund 171. And then the last one there, that matches the amount you just saw on the prior page, that 5,000, moving it over from the Fund 127, so we clear that out for year end.
Anybody have questions on that? Move it forward.
Page four, these are simply me assigning cost centers. These were the original amounts allocated to the sheriff's office is the first one there, and the second one is for the EMS vehicles. For better tracking going forward, since we decided at budget time to allocate so many pennies, I'm just putting a cost center on both of those so that I'm able to track it better from an accounting standpoint. So that's all that is, just line item transfers.
Anybody have any questions on that one? Hearing none, we'll move to the food service.
There are two things that are in this budget amendment. The first one is an equipment grant that we received last year, but we had to wait for reimbursement, so it's going into this year. So therefore, it's being transferred again, the $80,000 to go back into equipment. The $200,000 that was from excess balance that we had from last year, and so I had to wait till the end of the year, and then I have to come up with a plan through the state what to do with that $200,000. So we're putting it into equipment. So we're taking $200,000 out of that excess to put into the equipment line item. We just recently got rid of a bunch of equipment, and we're starting to replace some of that equipment.
You got any questions on that? Hearing none, so I have a motion to approve, sir. Have a second. All in favor, say aye.